Hello everyone! Welcome to our presentation.
Hi, ako Justin Franz.
My name is Brenda Natalie from grade 7. And I'm Maria Samantha El Fabi. Watch and learn!
What is an ecosystem? An ecosystem is made up of animals, plants, and bacteria as well as the physical and chemical environment they live in. The living parts of an ecosystem are called biotic factors, while the environmental factors that they interact with are called abiotic factors, because living things both respond to and are influenced by their environment. It is important to study both factors together to get a clue. What makes up an ecosystem? An ecosystem must contain producers, consumers, decomposers, and dead and inorganic matter. All ecosystems require energy from an external source. This is usually the sun. Plants need sunlight to photosynthesis and produce glucose, providing an energy source from other organisms. The living organisms in an ecosystem can be described as producers, consumers, and decomposers. Producers are the green plants, which make their own food through photosynthesis. Consumers are animals who get their energy by eating other organisms. Herbivores eat plants. Carnivores eat herbivores or other carnivores. And omnivores eat both plants and animals. Decomposers including bacteria, fungi, and some plants and animals break down dead plants and animals into organic materials that go back into the soil.
Abiotic versus biotic. Abiotic factors refer to non-living physical and chemical elements in the ecosystem. Abiotic resources are usually obtained from the lithosphere, atmosphere, and hydrosphere. Examples of abiotic factors are water, air, soil, sunlight, and minerals. Biotic factors are living or once living organisms in the ecosystem. These are obtained from the biosphere and are capable of reproduction. Examples of biotic factors are animals, birds, plants, fungi, and other similar organisms.
The foremost things that one needs to understand is that photosynthesis is important for all life forms on the earth, and not just plants. Plants, algae, and species of bacteria that can produce their own food, known as photoautotrophs. These organisms, the plants in particular, resort to photosynthesis to convert carbon dioxide into organic compound by using the energy derived from the sun. Photosynthesis process step by step. By definition, photosynthesis is a process by which photoautotrophs convert the energy derived from the sun into usable chemical energy. Light, water, chlorophyll, and carbon dioxide are the basic requirements for this process.
Step 1. Carbon dioxide in the atmosphere enters the plant leaf through stomata. Minute and epidermal pores in the leaves and stem of plants, which facilitate the transfer of various gases and water vapor.
Step 2. Water enters the leaves primarily through the roots. These roots are especially designed to draw the groundwater and transport it to leaves through the stem.
Step 3. As sunlight falls on the leaf surface, the chlorophyll, the green pigment present in the plant leaf, traps the energy in it. Interestingly, the green color of the leaf is also attributed to the presence of
Step 4. Then hydrogen and oxygen are produced by converting water using the energy derived from the sun. Hydrogen is combined with carbon dioxide in order to make food for the plant, while oxygen is released through the stomata. Similarly, even algae and bacteria use carbon dioxide and hydrogen to prepare food, while oxygen is left out as a waste product. Food chains and food web. Food chains and food webs are easy to get confused since they both show the movement of energy through an ecosystem. But while a food chain only shows a singular path, a food web shows how the paths are connected. Learn other difference between a food chain and food web. What is a food chain? Before you can understand the movement of a food web, it's important to look at a food chain. In the simplest term, a food chain shows you the movement of energy from producers to consumers. For example, a plant uses photosynthesis to make energy. The plant is then eaten by a worm. The worm is then eaten by a bird. This is an example food chain. This is a simple food chain. Example, plant, worm.
What is food web? While a food chain follows a singular path of energy from a producer to a top predator, food webs illustrate the ways different animals are interconnected and interact in a food chain. In food web examples, it can be hard to follow the flow of energy without a visual because each different ecosystem has multiple producers and consumers. For example, a food web of a forest would include producers, seeds, plants, primary consumers, rabbits, deer, squirrels, birds, secondary consumers, fox, hawk.
We hope you enjoy our video presentation.
Thank you so much.
Till next time!